Yo, 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 what up, world? What up, fight fam? It's your boy Mac with Stay Ready Boxing TV coming at you with some news you can use and another boxing conversation with the usual suspects. I got that boy BFTB Roughhouse and the odd fella with me. What's up, fellas?
Shit, you know what it is.
And
Ah,
you know
that's
what it
my
is.
guy.
Yes, sir.
That's
Yes,
my
sir.
guy, man. I live
Yes,
for
sir.
that.
Yo,
There you
y'all
go.
already know what it is. Nah,
Yes, sir.
stay ready. You know what I'm
What's going
saying?
on?
Already.
Man,
That's
yeah, already. Man, I got a few topics today, but you know what? We ain't got to touch on none of that shit because I was enjoying the conversation we was just having. So let's for anybody that's just tuning in and the show is just getting started, we was having a lineal discussion. Our fella is disputing Tyson Fury lineage as far as him being a lineal champion. But I'm gonna go ahead and let you guys, explain it and y'all go on y'all
For sure.
debate.
For sure. So we let's catch up right quick. So
Um,
my brother Oddfella say that and what lineage, what the lineal factually says, you know what I'm saying, being caught on PEDs, being convicted on PEDs, caught and convicted, you know what I'm saying, removes you from that lineal line. Uh, Now, my thing was Tyson Fury was never convicted. There is no conviction of Tyson Fury being on PED. Now that's all speculation. It is you cannot remove a lineal king off of speculation. Now the ban that they're saying that they had was a self-imposed ban. This was something that Tyson Fury had did himself. You know, in his hiatus of saying whether or not he's retired or not retired. This is not nothing that they put on Tyson Fury. You know what I'm saying? They started stripping Tyson Fury of his belt. They still haven't named the reason on why they was doing it. In 1 second they said it was because of whatever the case may be. You know, but they come back and say, oh well, they never charged him or convicted him for PED usage. Never. They never convicted him for PED usage.
they
Never
said
one time.
PEDs one time. They said cocaine one time. You heard numbers of
That
reasons.
I have to
it
dispute that because I'm reading right here. There's many different publications that have this out. UK publications, including the Independent, um, that has uh, him and his cousin Huey Fury
yep.
did test positive for nandrolone, and they did accept a ban for two years that was backdated. Now, during this time, uh, he won the heavyweight championship of the world when he, of course, defeated Vladimir Klitschko. But UCAD kind of bungled this whole situation up because it took almost 2.5 years for them to come with the results, and so it looks suspicious on their side as well. But
So here's
but
the
at the
deal with that.
but
Go
at
ahead.
the end of
Go
the
ahead.
yeah, but at the end of the day, Tyson Fury, in order for Tyson Fury to resume his career, he agreed and copped a plea pretty much, and they pretty much gave him a slap on the wrist by giving him a 2 year ban that was backdated. Now
So
there are reasons for now, the reasons Tyson Fury had for testing positive is because he ate uncastrated boar, and they ate the organs and all that, and they were ready to bring. This is another report that's stated in numerous reports that they were ready to bring the farmer that they bought the boar from to testify in court with them, or to testify during the UCAT hearings. So this is totally legitimate. This guy was caught, and he's trying to cover his tracks.
he be-
To me, it looks suspicious when all that cocaine usage, and then all of a sudden he wanted to retire, and then he came back, and then he's in depression and whatnot. No, in essence, this was a suspension 2 years backdated. This is what was going on. A guy
so
like this, a guy like this shouldn't be a lineal champion. He doesn't deserve to be a lineal. I'm sorry. Tyson Fury is one of my favorite heavyweight, but I believe he's the best boxer. Like you say, he's the best standard boxer in the heavyweight division. I really like his style. You know, dig? But as far as being a lineal champion, I believe it should be vacated because one, he even though that he was you give that reason that he was kind of joking or how it wasn't really talking serious, it was about retirement. There's on two occasions he claimed that he was being retired, was going to retire. So that's one. But we're going to throw that away because I don't agree with retirement to stripping lineal through retirement anyways. But when it comes to PED usage and being caught, those are facts. And you don't get backdated a 2-year ban, or UCAD doesn't document that for nothing.
All right, so let me get into this because you said a lot. So let me get into this. All right. So the two things that you said, one about the UCAD stuff and the backdating, the other thing about the retirement stuff. So again, like I said, we was off air. Retirement in lineal only matters when it's official. Doesn't matter. I can say I'm retired all I want. I can say I'm retiring the BFTV channel. I can say that 1,000 times. Until that channel is no longer up, I am still active.
True.
That channel, as long as it's up, I am active.
I can see from that argument.
I mean, and that's just that. I can understand what people will think about that, but it is what it is. It is what it is. That's really not even a debate. It is what it is. Because
what happened?
You there?
I come 2 months later and make it. Yeah, I'm still here. You hear me?
Yeah, you cut out for a hot second.
Oh, okay. So I'm saying if I say I'm retired and I come back 2 months later and make a video, then how retired am I? You know what I'm saying? So that's one. Now about the UCAD stuff, right? I'm gonna give you this phrase: if it don't fit, you must quit. All right? That's what Johnny Cochran said about motherfucking O.J. Simpson. Now, regardless if we all think O.J. killed that bitch or not, it don't matter. It doesn't matter what we think. It doesn't matter what anybody says. It doesn't matter about any of that shit. That motherfucker still lost his Heisman, got charged with all that other bullshit, yada, yada, yada. But he did not get charged with murder. He did not get found guilty for murder. Now we can look at the backdating, suspensions, and all that other shit. Listen, Tyson Fury can accept that backdating extension because he wasn't fighting. That's like me saying I'm retiring my channel, right? I'm retiring my channel. I don't put out a video for 3, 4 months, 5 months. I don't put it out. In that 5 month period, I do something stupid where someone says, okay, so for 5 months, we're not going to let you do a video, right? Like YouTube says, we're stopping you for 5 months. Shit, I don't give a fuck. I said I was retired anyway. But then I come back in 5 months and make a video. How retired am I? Like, if it don't, listen, we can say whatever we want. We can speculate whatever we want. That was never proven. Tyson Fury was never proven to be on drugs. It was never proven. He accepted a backdate suspension, and the only reason why he accepted it is because he wasn't fighting anyway. It's the same shit like Canelo. But on the other hand, for Canelo, he literally was caught. You know what I'm saying? Tyson Fury was never caught. Never. He was never caught on anything, ever, at all. If he would have been caught, listen, if he would have been caught, they would have never allowed him to have the belt that he beat off of fucking Vladimir Klitschko that day. When he had him that day, because they do it after the fight test. You know what I'm saying? After the fight test, they would have said, hey, you were on Nandrolone. We're removing your titles, we're stripping your titles, we're vacating all these belts right now. They did not do that. They did it months and months later. Months and months later. We know good and damn well that UCAD does their shit the same time all these other motherfuckers do their shit. So if there was something in his system and post-fight, they would have blasted his ass. There was nothing in there. So the backup, the date that where Tyson Fury wasn't fighting, you know what I'm saying? Tyson Fury didn't even have to accept that. He didn't have to accept that at all. He just did that shit to get along.
Bro, he snitched on himself.
That post-dated suspension. He didn't have to accept that. He did not have to accept that post-dated suspension at all. It was just that shit. He wasn't fighting at all. He wasn't fighting. They were suspending him for the time that he wasn't fighting anyway. So what difference did it make? That was a save face shit for UCAD. Because if he was caught, then UCAD should have stripped him right away. It had nothing to do with it.
I'm not disputing that UCAD messed up the situation. by not resolving it in a quicker time.
If the glove don't fit, you must acquit. Point blank and period. You cannot listen. He
But the
is
fact
innocent
remains, he
until
snitched on
proven
himself.
Whether he
How?
did or he didn't, but he still ended up with the leading belt, right?
He was never.
Like I said, both men blame the result on eating uncastrated wild boar. How come this isn't? This is the same situation? Before even Canelo came up with tainted beef.
Well, they should charge him.
There was this situation.
They should have charged him. They should have charged him and stripped him completely. If they're saying that they found something, and Tyson Fury and Huey Fury are saying it was because an uncastrated boar, if that's what they're saying, if they're telling on themselves saying it was an uncastrated boar, they are admitting to the test, then UCAS should have stripped him right away by them admitting to the test. They should have stripped him of everything and suspended him of everything. It's not a post-state. You don't listen. That's like me body killing a troll. I'm gonna kill a troll tomorrow. I'm gonna put a troll in the.
Hey, chat. Hey, I need whoever in the chat. Just Trouble, he needs to be gone. I can tell he's a troll. I know he's a troll. Look at his comments.
Fucking clowns, man. They clowns. I can't even see that shit. But dig, right? But dig. So it's just like
main event more. Justin Dempsey's in the Free Fight TV is in the comments, and I guess he made a video about anti-Wilder video and about he got the LDBC name in there. Money him up, told him you can't do that. Just Trouble told him not to do that. Then he gonna say we in the LDBC have different opinions. But dude just going through that. I can look and tell he a troll. I ain't never seen him before ever.
Oh well.
Yeah.
Shit, but this is what I'm saying though, man. This is what I'm saying. You can if they say that we found a positive test, right? A positive test, then at that moment, from the time they found a positive test, they are supposed to do something about it. They can't just say, oh well, we're just gonna allow it because it happened, and we're just gonna say we're gonna post-date your punishment. And like I was saying, that's like me killing somebody, and nobody, and then all of a sudden they say, okay, well, since we didn't do nothing about it then, and you haven't killed nobody the past 4 years, we're just gonna say we're gonna post-date your jail time for 4 years and say you was in jail already because you didn't kill nobody. No, it don't work that way, dog. That's not how it works. That's not how it works. Which is the reason why you can't say that he is not the lineal based on someone else fucking up something else. That has nothing to do with him. That has nothing to do with him.
Bro, he copped a plea, and both him and his cousin had elevated levels of this Nandrolone. Elevated levels.
I'm not listening.
And then they at that wanted to give a reason why they had that. Come on, man.
I'm not listening.
We see what's going on.
That's right. I never said. Listen, I am not disputing anything that you said. I'm not disputing nothing. I'm not saying they were or were not. I'm not saying that. Never one time did I say that. Never once. What I said is they were never charged and convicted of it. That's what I said, and that's a fact. If we're saying we're backdating something like that, backdating is not charging and convicting. That's not charging and convicting. You don't backdate someone like that. They didn't backdate Louis Ortiz. They didn't backdate Dillian White. They didn't backdate Alexander Povetkin. That's not how it works.
We all know sometimes you have the complexion for the protection. We all know that.
Well, Dillian White and Louis Ortiz do not have the complexion for the protection. And they did not get backdated.
And neither does Alexander Povetkin didn't get that special treatment either.
Alexander Povetkin got fried from the WBC, but not from the WBA and WBO. As a matter of fact, he got elevated to the #1 in the WBA.
Right.
So let's be realistic.
He got the complexion for the protection and the elevation.
That is correct. But he was charged and convicted. There is a difference when what we're talking about with Tyson Fury. There is a difference, a complete difference. He was not charged and convicted. How
about for cocaine? Because it says a drug / PED, and cocaine is drugs.
Yeah, you're right. Right now, at that time when he was doing it, he had already had all of his belts stripped. He was already in his vacation, whatever the case may be. I see where you're going, And it's a very, very valid point, man. It's very, very valid. You know what I'm saying? You can absolutely make that case of what you're saying when we're talking about how Tyson Fury not necessarily losing his belt, losing the lineal by with the nandrolone and all that other bullshit, but losing it by admitting to taking cocaine, saying that he was on cocaine and shit like that. But that was during his whatever hiatus he was on. That is a point you can make. That nandrolone shit, nah, bro, you can't do that because UCAD didn't do that. Like, just like I'm saying, if the glove don't fit, you must have quit. You know what I'm saying? A motherfucker is innocent until proven guilty. You got to be proven guilty. You're not going to charge somebody for murder and then say because you haven't murdered nobody in 4 years, I'm just going to say time well served. Nah, bro, it don't work that way. You get found guilty of this shit. Well, now from this point to moving forward, that's why there is no fucking time limit on that shit. Because from this point moving forward, now you're gonna get dinged for that shit. So you're talking about, if you want to talk about the cocaine aspect of him admitting being on cocaine and committing himself, you know what I'm saying, being in the hospital for that shit, doing all that other shit, it's fine. That's the debate we can have. I'm okay with that one, but not the nandrolone shit. He was the lineal king. He won that belt when he beat Tyson Fury. He is the man. I'm going to beat Vladimir Klitschko. He is the man to beat the man.
No, there's no disputing that. But what he did after that, it's arguable. He should be stripped.
Now here's the argument. Here's the argument. The argument is when he was fighting, was he on that? Not when what he was doing in his pastime. It's during the fight of whoever he fought to defend his lineal status. Was he on cocaine?
But Billy Joe was using during his off training. You know what I mean?
Billy Joe was never lineal. He was never lineal. He falls nowhere near this conversation. Nowhere near. This conversation is strictly about a lineal king.
But
strictly about a lineal king.
But the comparison is the UCAD situation. And UCAD has legalities with regards to
yeah, but he was stripped
drugs you can use during off training and drugs you can use during you can't use during training or during fight time.
During your regimen. But Billy Joe Saunders was stripped of his title. He has nothing else to be stripped of. He's not lineal.
No.
All he had was a WBO title, and UCAD did the correct thing and stripped it. So, I mean, there's nothing more to say about that. Now, when it comes to
UCAD didn't. It was actually the
WBO.
It was the Massachusetts Boxing Commission wouldn't allow the fight.
Hey, I was always under the assumption that that Billy Joe vacated those titles so there wouldn't be like a further investigation into.
No, he was stripped. He was stripped of his title.
He was actually stripped.
Yeah. He only served like a suspension, like it was like a 3-month suspension. It wasn't even no major deal. That's why he's able to fight for it now.
No, Roughhouse. So you talking about Billy Joe or Fury?
No, I'm talking about Billy Joe.
Okay,
Billy Joe.
What's up, big damn fool? I see you guys.
This is a totally brother. Salute, King. This is a totally different subject when it comes to lineal, man. This is totally different.
Hey, can I ask a question right quick?
Go ahead, man.
So what? Tyson. What was that? What did he actually fail for in the drug test?
They said he failed for nandrolone, but he was never charged and convicted. Then they said, okay, well, what we're going to do, because we fucked this up, we didn't charge you, we didn't convict you, what we're going to do is we're going to say time served. Listen, saying time served for something that somebody fucked up, just like I was telling everybody earlier. Listen, man, come on, bro. We all know good and damn well OJ killed them motherfuckers. I don't give a fuck what anybody think. OJ killed them motherfuckers. But bro, if the glove don't fit, you must quit. It is what it is. You got to be charged, man. You're charged and convicted.
Some of these UCADs are pretty much a government faction. I mean, corruption can run rampant if they look the other way. look the other way because they have a naturalized UK champion.
I am not mad at that statement, dog. I'm not mad at that statement. I'm not mad at that statement at all. Could it have happened? Yes, it could have happened. But that's their fucking problem, not Tyson Fury. Tyson, if they don't want to do the right thing, if they want to look and say, oh, well, I'm going to look the other way because I got some payola, okay, fine. Well, now you can't come out the woodwork now and say Tyson Fury's not lineal when you had the opportunity to do it at that time, but now you don't want to do it now all of a sudden because ass juice is around, you want to say Tyson Fury's not lineal. No, it don't work that way. It doesn't work that way, dog. It's the same shit. This is the same concept with Anthony Joshua saying, I can't take $50 million because it's from BT. But now, all of a sudden, you're willing to fight Tyson Fury because Tyson Fury's a hot topic, and he's exclusively with BT. So you're getting the money from the same place. It don't work that way. It does not work that way.
So
if that's you could do it, what?
So that's the rub, is that you're saying that people are trying to delegitimize Tyson Fury and say
that is correct. Correct. They're trying to delegitimize him now, right now, because they want to legitimize Anthony Joshua. They're trying to delegitimize Tyson Fury, where if they wanted to do that, they had an argument and a case to do it back then.
Not at all. Not at all. Tyson Fury will stay my number 3, lineal title or not.
Fact. Well, I'm just saying. I'm talking about lineal and lineal alone. If they wanted to discredit Tyson Fury, remove his lineal status, if they wanted to do that, the time to do it was back then, not now, because you want to hype up Anthony Joshua. Not now.
Look here. You're talking to the R fella that thought Tyson Fury beat Wilder by 2 points. I don't you know what I mean?
Listen, I'm talking lineal only is what I'm talking, and I'm not talking about you discrediting. The discredit was not from you. The discredit is from the general populace. See, listen, we family. When you speak, I don't look at it as a discredit or a hate. I look at it as you just trying to get a better understanding of what your standpoint is. So I got no beef with that. I know when other motherfuckers are speaking, they're speaking out of discredit because they think that Deontay Wilder might knock this motherfucker out, and they don't want to give Deontay Wilder no credit. That's how they're speaking. It's totally different. There's 2 different scenarios. So how I'm speaking to you now, I'm speaking from a brother to another brother. I understand your standpoint. That's why I'm breaking it down how I'm breaking it down. When it comes to lineal, right? When it comes to lineal, if they wanted to have an argument to remove Tyson Fury's lineal status, it should have been back then. But they didn't do it back then. And like you said, potentially they took bread and looked the other direction. Well, now you can't untake that bread and unlook that direction. You've already did it. He is the lineal. It is official. It is what it is. You know what I'm saying?
That's fun. That's really funny too, because before Fury and Wilder fought, the narrative and what everyone would knock Tyson for, even going up to that fight, was, oh, he can't be taken seriously. He was just like a dope fiend or whatever. It was never, oh, he's this juice head and he's like,
yeah, he was a chip thing. Nobody liked him.
What it was.
Yeah.
It was always he's a joke and da 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 da.
Yep.
That was what it
yep.
was. Now
that's
it's,
fact.
oh, now he failed, and now I can see how. I mean, they're gonna reach for whatever they can grasp.
Exactly. That is my point. And then to the second point that my brother the odd fella was saying, right? What he was saying about Tyson Fury now being on coke, yada yada yada, and admitting that he was on coke. Listen, he was not fighting, right? He wasn't fighting. You got to remember these Teds. Listen, when it comes to lineal, it's as sweet, as pure as can be. Man to beat the man. Now, the only time there's going to be some type of hindrance in that is if you are on drugs when you are fighting the next man. If you're fighting the next man, if you are fighting that guy up, if Tyson Fury was fighting Deontay Wilder and he happened to beat Deontay Wilder and he was on drugs at the time, that belt becomes vacant. The lineal belt is now vacant because he fought on drugs. He fought on nandrolone or aspirin or meldonium or whatever the case it is. He was on something unnatural that gave him the benefit of the doubt in that fight. That's why that is what they're talking about when they're saying you're on peds. It's not that he's in his leisure time and he's smoking some weed. You know what I'm saying? Because you got to remember, back then weed was illegal as fuck. Shit, now weed is like legal in most and a whole bunch of states is legal. Back then, it was illegal as fuck. Shit, if you look at it back then, alcohol was illegal. You know what I'm saying? During the Prohibition days, alcohol was illegal. That was a drug. But you're gonna tell me these people, these lineal kings like Jack Johnson and shit, motherfuckers like that, Jack Dempsey, they weren't drinking liquor? Stop it. You can't do that, bro. It's during the fight. You can't say drug, because then, right, back then, shit, who the fuck's to know that nandrolone wasn't being used? Who's to know that aspirin and meldonium and all these other drugs weren't being used back then? They just became pens. Shit, look at cocaine. Motherfucking cocaine wasn't illegal back then. They didn't even know about it. Coca-Cola, the soda itself, used to have cocaine in it. That's a fact. That is a fact.
Yeah, all I actually care about is if you are using PEDs during the fight. If you're taking bumps and shit and you're smoking bud outside, outside.
It's illegal. It's irrelevant. It is absolutely irrelevant, dog. If you are taking
cocaine is not a performance enhancer if you're in the ring. Like, man, that's crazy. So
shit, Mike Tyson was on cocaine, admittedly, during the fight. Admittedly, but we give him lineal. We don't remove Mike Tyson's lineal status. He admitted that he did a whole documentary about his life and how he was on cocaine several times during fights.
It's just it's a defamation of character thing. That's all they're trying to do.
It's a defamation, but in this case, it's about being caught. So if we want to say Tyson Fury is in lineal, then fuck, and because of him saying he was on cocaine, well shit, Mike Tyson vacated the lineal a long time ago, and nobody after him was lineal, right? We can't go in. We can't use the fact of Tyson Fury saying that he did cocaine when he wasn't fighting. We can't use that because drugs have changed over the years on what's legal and what is illegal. It's been changing over the years, and like I said, Coca-Cola had cocaine in it when it started. Its very name, Coca-Cola, is based off of cocaine. The very name of it.
So they're really trying to say that man, that's crazy.
Tyson Fury is a legitimate lineal king. Legitimate.
He was.
He is.
Hey, check it out. Hey, check it out, man. And this kind of, you brought this to mind, BLTV, when you were talking about Mike Tyson admitting that he was in fights where he was on cocaine. And this goes to another aspect of the fight game. That would be the medical examination. Because I watched that same document. I watched that same documentary where he talked about he was on coke during the fight, but he also said that he fought one fight where he had an STD and he knew it. You know what I'm saying? So I'm thinking to myself, how in the world does he make it through? You know what I'm saying? The medical evaluation. I'm not sure exactly how far in advance prior to the fight. How far in advance prior to the fight they do the medical exam, but I would figure they'd have to do one like right before the fight just to make sure, okay, yeah, this fighter is good, he can get in the ring, you know what I'm saying, he's physically fit to get in, you know what I'm saying? So and that tripped me out because he had an STD. You got blood and bodily fluids flying all around the ring and stuff.
Well, you can look at Tommy Morrison. Wasn't he AIDS?
Yeah, dude.
He was HIV positive.
You know what I'm saying? So how in the world does this go on? I know you're saying payola, and that's the answer right there, bro. But they risking the livelihood, the health of at least one potential fighter in there. You know what I'm saying?
Mike Tyson was high. Mike Tyson was high many times. He would go in there with a fake dick that was filled up with somebody's clean urine and do his piss test. He admitted it many times. So we can't discredit Tyson Fury, and then you don't see none of these fucking UK weirdos discrediting Mike Tyson. As a matter of fact, they put Mike Tyson on a pedestal. They're like, oh, no, we don't have. I just seen there was just one dude in my last live before I had to cut my shit off because it was fucking up. You know what I'm saying? Talking about we don't got no superstars no more like Mike Tyson and Muhammad Ali. That's why American boxing is dying. I'm like, bro, and now look at what we're talking about right now. Look at what we're talking about. We're saying Mike Tyson was a superstar when he was high, admittedly on cocaine in many fights, had STDs in many fights, going taking with a fake dick, pissing in a fucking cup with somebody else's clean urine. But we have this dude elevated, but yet we're shitting on Tyson Fury and Deontay Wilder. Stop it. For real, stop it, dog.
Mike Tyson is like, and I love Mike Tyson, but Mike Tyson is like the #1 guy that casuals will be like, oh man, yeah, dude, Mike Tyson was such a badass and this and that. And it's like, yeah, he was good, but like, man, to try and discredit Tyson Fury, who hasn't really technically ever lost, and beat Vladimir Klitschko when he was Vladimir Klitschko for the most part. Like, that's crazy, man.
I actually agree with you, PK, because you know what? Before I got into it the way I do now, I was the same way. Tyson and Sugar Ray Leonard was the coldest thing walking in my eye. Sugar Ray Leonard still is one of my. He's going to always be my all-time favorite. But yeah, you couldn't tell me nothing no different about Tyson until I actually went back and started learning the history. And the more I look at the history, the more I'll be looking at Tyson like, man. You know,
well, he's not
he was
he's
still a bad man. I'm not taking nothing away from him, but it got you side-eyeing him a whole hell of a lot.
I mean, it's the dude talking about eating your children. You know what I'm saying? He's talking about
he's a character. I mean, he's
but this is my problem, right? These same people, and I'm not talking about you, PK, because you're my brother. I'm not talking about you. We family speaking. Right, the same people that'll say he's a character are the same people that will say it's a disgrace for Deontay Wilder to say he wants to catch a body in the ring. It's the same people that will say that. Oh, it's a disgrace. It's a disgrace that you want to catch a body in the ring. But yet you got Tommy Morrison, who's fighting motherfuckers, and he's got AIDS.
Oh, yeah.
He can literally kill a motherfucker. Literally, at least Deontay Wilder will catch a body, and it's a quick death. You get AIDS, you are dying over years. And nobody's saying nothing about that.
The nickname to AIDS is Die Slow.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. You got a motherfucker. He's getting busted up. There's blood and shit going all over the place. You know, you're leaning on this motherfucker. You guys are exchanging bodily fluids. You got a bloody mouth. You know what I'm saying? You are leaning on him. He's got a bloody mouth. You know what I'm saying? Then what? Y'all exchanging blood. You just gave this nigga AIDS. But yet, we are talking about Deontay Wilder, talking about he wants to catch a body in the ring, where motherfuckers that got AIDS literally giving motherfuckers bodies. Literally. But you got Kovalev who killed the motherfucker in the ring, and nobody's talking about it. But yet, we want to discredit Tyson Fury and discredit Deontay Wilder. We want to remove Tyson Fury as a lineal because of drugs, but yet I can go back in the lineage of drugs. I can go back and I can do this shit all day because I've studied it. That's why I know what I'm talking about. I can go all day on this shit. But it's pathetic, man. It's absolutely pathetic on this shit. It's absolutely pathetic. Tyson Fury is the lineal king still. No one has beat him in the ring yet. Arguably, Deontay Wilder arguably knocked him the fuck out, but they got it as a draw, so we'll see what happens in the rematch. But right now, he's the lineal king.
Yeah, I mean, that's the thing. Like, if they want to play games and be like, oh, well, you know, technically, like, you know, Fury isn't even lineal. Well, like, me personally, I think Wilder got robbed of the KO. I've been very vocal about that. I did videos about it. But you know, if you want to get fucking technical about it, no, it was a draw and Fury never lost. So how can you discredit? Like, they'll look for anything, man. They will fucking look for anything, dude.
Absolute facts, man. Absolute facts. And it's crazy. Like my brother, the odd fella, he actually is inquisitive. You know what I'm saying? He's inquisitive. He's like, man, this doesn't make sense, and I need to know about it. There's other motherfuckers. They don't care about an inquisition. They are strictly out to say shit just to hate, just to defame, just to discredit. That is it. Nothing more, nothing less. And they'll take that hate, that defamation, and discredit, and they'll spread it as many places as they can. And they'll act like they know what the fuck they're talking about. Oh, look at this. Tyson Fury, he was on drugs. Tyson Fury was this. Tyson Fury did that. Nah, fuck that. Because if that's how you want to do it, if that's what you want, that's the route you want to go, then let's go that route. Let's go that route. Because I'll go there. Tell me this. Go ahead,
I still feel that a lot of things that have been going on with Tyson Fury over the years have been kind of people have been sweeping it under the rug. We can even go back as early. I mean, just as far back as just before the Wilder Fury fight.
But
he was number five. He was number 5 in the WBC without being enrolled to the clean boxing program. That's hella suspicious to me.
Shit, we go back further than that.
You ain't even gotta look at Tyson Fury for that. Look at Canelo. Look at other fighters. They do that all the time. This is a corrupt sport. Just like
Canelo is still lineal.
Yeah, you're right. Canelo is still lineal, that motherfucker.
Hey, you know what's fucked up? This ain't even the most corrupt sport. Soccer is worse. This is just a part of the business. You just got sometimes some of these things you can't. You got to look over. You're gonna eventually have to look over because it's gonna be in the
So I am very appreciative of my brother, the Odd Fella, man. I am very appreciative of him, man. Because if he doesn't ask these questions, nobody else will. They'll just hate. You know what I'm saying? So I am very appreciative that he asked these questions because I know the answers. You know what I'm saying? I know the answers. These things that are out here talking about, lineal because Tyson was at the report on that Nandro. Blah, blah, blah.
You're breaking up a little bit.
Oh, okay. What I got now? What about now?
Oh, you straight now.
Good.
Yeah, but because they say Tyson Fury is not that because of what he tested for. But he was never convicted of what he tested for. Canelo was caught on computer bureau and convicted, and he is still the lineal right now. Still. Why? Because he was not fighting. That's why. He was not fighting for that. He was not fighting during that time period. That's why he's still. When he fought and when he won the lineal belt, when he beat Cotto, he was clean. That's why the lineal was passed up to him. You know what I'm saying? When he fought Cotto, Golovkin those 2 times, he was clean. You know what I'm saying? Even though in between that he was on clenbuterol. For the second one, when he came back, he was still clean. That's why the lineal belt was still on the line. That's still happening.
Boy, you couldn't have me running the sport. I clean it up real good.
Yeah, it'll be a lot.
Dirty since he fought Floyd. Canelo was dirty since he fought Floyd. As soon when Canelo fought Erislan Digora, his head got bigger. So I'm like, yeah, that guy's juicy.
Man, my thing about it is either
his head was not fitting in his body. I just want to let people juice and have super juice fights.
You are too detour over there.
What I mean by have super juice is if one guy's gonna cheat, let the other guy cheat too.
That's what I'm saying, man. Let
on an even playing field. Because Pacquiao. Pacquiao and Mark,
I don't agree.
They were both.
I do not agree, and you know why?
I don't think none of them should.
This is why. Exactly, because I'm gonna tell you like this: what one steroid do for one person, it might not do for the next person. I'm not going to agree to that. No.
Yeah, this is a brutal sport, man.
Yeah. And then you fucking with chemical imbalances in the body. You fuck around, you weaken yourself. You might give yourself more strength, but now you done weaken your heart. And then you in the ring, or you done weaken lungs, and then you in the ring, you might mess around and get killed because you on these PEDs. I don't care about what the benefits they give you.
They don't care.
That's my point. Care. That's my point, fool. That's my point. It's not what they don't care. I don't think nobody should be on it because of what it can do. Just because you on it and it does something good.
I don't think so either. But look at this situation. And I'm not saying it's the right situation. There's so much money on the line. This is what they do. It's the same thing with, man, so many people. I'll give you another example. In track and field, the line that the difference between gold and silver is basically the difference between Ferrari and driving a Volkswagen. I was talking to an Olympic who was like watching us train, and I was shocked what he told me. He's the world record holder of the triple jump was hot. He's like, I'm like, well, how, and he's like, well,
bad.
I don't know what's up, but he was hot, you know. Well, you know, why didn't they catch him? And he said they run things differently.
But there's a difference between like those type of sports when it comes to boxing. Boxing is a contact sport. You know what I'm saying? It's a contact. So the head is not meant to be punched anyway. You know what I'm saying? It's not meant to be punched. The fluids around the brain are there to protect it from like just bouncing around and banging against the skull. But it's not made to be punched.
I heard this argument.
Made to be punched. If the head was made to be punched, then you would have either more fluid around your brain, or you'd have a thicker skull. You know what I'm saying? If you're doing track and field, that's totally different. You're not hurting nobody. You're not hitting nobody.
I heard
if you wanted to make the debate that everybody can use drugs in track and field, if you wanted to make that debate, that's totally different. Fine, do your thing. Someone can die in this motherfucker.
You're right. And I heard
people have died.
I heard. Listen. I heard not to cut you guys off, but I heard this argument being made, and I hate to keep shouting out Luke Thomas, but he made this argument, and I went back and forth on it because it's really interesting, and it was a comparison between MMA use, PED use in MMA versus PED use in the NFL, and it was interesting because the NFL isn't a combat sport, but it's a contact sport. And you can look over the history of the NFL, and there's a lot more brain-related injuries, what have you. But there seems to just kind of be this thing where with the NFL, it's not – for some reason the fans just don't care as much, or they just look over it, or it's just kind of like whatever. Because, I mean, these guys are failing drug tests like left and right. They get suspended for a game or two, or they just straight up just whatever. But it was an interesting argument because, and I hear both sides of it. It's like, well, you know, some guys, you know, in some sports it seems like, you know, they're really trying to clean it up, and in some sports it just seems like they're just trying to do just enough to satisfy critics, but really they're just like letting whatever happen. You know what I mean?
Well,
this is the thing.
Well, you gotta look at it like this though, man. Football, they have on helmets, they have on shoulder pads, they have on all kind of shit. In boxing, you have on shorts and gloves and a mouthpiece. I understand. It should.
You breaking up, BFTV.
Listen, okay. What about now?
Okay, I can hear you.
Listen, the playing field should be equal, period. You know what I'm saying? It should be equal, period. But if you're looking at the case of football and basketball, you're just not basketball, but football and boxing. If you're trying to look at those two instances, or football, boxing, and MMA, if you're comparing those, even in MMA, you have on some motherfucking tights, gloves, and a mouthpiece. That's it. That's it. In boxing, you have a mouthpiece and gloves and shorts. That's it.
I agree, but it was an interesting argument because if you look at the history and the stats, there are just and it's a smaller sample size overall, granted, because NFL, you have a lot more players. It's a team sport. There's a lot more, you know, there's way more games than there are fights per person. You know what I'm saying? So it's different, but it was an interesting argument because it seems like there are just double standards in some sports with how we deem PED use and how strictly we go after it. Because like
here's the thing. Here's the thing. The whole drug testing system is a joke, and the whole drug testing system is money into these sanctioning bodies' pockets. That's all it's meant for. VADA testing is meant for athletes to be like fighting clean. VADA testing is meant for these sanctioning by more money.
Yeah, it's to satisfy enough people to look the other way.
That's all it's meant. If they really want to rid the sport of PEDs and stuff like on the radar and people doing this when they're not fighting, basically, but then popping out at it when it's fight time. They need to universally have a set test, a set test for not voluntary tests, but they need to have mandatory testing the clock 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. They can pop up and say, yo, and that's just how it needs to be. Otherwise,
that's what the WBC clean boxing program is.
Yeah, that is.
They already have that. And that's the only one that has it.
Yeah.
Okay, but it's WBC. It has to be for all of them.
That's a fact.
If they're going to clean up the sport.
Well,
the sport has to be a universal thing.
That's correct. And listen, and so Fuller, you make a very, very valid point, man. A very, very valid point. If you look at and it's in line with the overall topic of lineal, right? The reason why lineal was reestablished was to remove the money out of boxing, to get a pure champion. That's why it was reestablished. Now, if you look at this PED testing shit, the exact same thing is happening right now. Testing for PEDs is a hot money topic. You know, first it was Olympic style drug testing, right? That was there, right? And then after Olympic style drug testing, now all of a sudden VADA's in there, right? And now after VADA, now you have to clean the WBC clean boxing program, right? Now you got other people starting to pay for their own tests. You got the Russian shit and then the UK stuff. You know, you got all these tests starting to come out, making their self more known and prevalent. But it's all a money thing. It's the exact same thing as lineal. The whole reason why lineal was reestablished was to remove the money. If whoever is paying the most money to whatever clean boxing program, whatever, then all of a sudden they'll always be clean. You know what I'm saying? They'll always be clean because they're paying the most bread. But mysteriously, everybody else will be popping up dirty, but this guy paying the most bread will always be clean. You know what I'm saying? It's a money thing.
The whole John Jones thing. There's what they're saying, that whole pulsing thing, there's no actual like science behind that. They've never actually done a test to like see if that's actually true or not. So it's really just a hypothesis. But what they did is they threw out the word scientist and expert, and what it satisfied enough people, it tricked that hayseed at the California State Athletic Commission. So they just kind of swept it under the rug. But yeah, it's very like the anti-doping, the science behind it. They're like discovering stuff all the time, but they're really not testing it. It's all kind of this like weird like pseudoscience kind of shit, and it's very thin. What the anti-doping is dubious at best to me right now. So I don't know, man. I just feel some type of way about it. It's really weird, and the whole. I think that they can make it clean, but it's so dirty, man. The whole thing, anti-doping, is so fucking dirty.
I agree.
It's all about money.
And USADA don't do shit. They do. USADA test is terrible. Good. Yeah, but they don't. What's the other one?
USADA and the OSDT.
OSDT. That's terrible.
Yeah, this is the reason why why I like the WBC clean boxing program, because it's universal. Everybody gets tested. If you're in the top 10, you get tested. You know what I'm saying? So you can't say that you didn't know. Everybody knows if you are in the WBC top 10. If you notice. Do you see Jarrell Miller or Anthony Joshua anywhere near that? They always see Jarrell Miller's not even ranked in WBC. He's not even ranked. I mean, I'm not saying he's on it. I'm not saying he's on it. I'm just saying he's not ranked.
I'd be surprised if he'd be surprised. I would not be surprised.
I wouldn't be surprised at all.
I'm telling you.
But I mean,
people call me a hater, but I really think Anthony Joshua is hot.
I've been saying that
because Dillian White's words. No, per Dillian White's words, one of the things to take the fight is because he wanted to do VADA testing, and Anthony Joshua didn't want to do VADA. What do you have to hide?
No, he didn't say he didn't. No, that ain't what he said. He didn't say he didn't want to do VADA testing. He said that it wasn't going to be time enough to get a thorough testing. Because Anthony Joshua, You got to understand, Anthony Joshua has done VADA testing before. He done VADA testing for the Povetkin.
For what fight?
The Povetkin.
Oh, for
fight.
the Povetkin.
He did VADA testing. He also did VADA testing for Joseph
Parker.
Listen,
But just before the fight, it's not clean boxing program. It's not 24/7, 365.
I know it's not, but it's still that he's already enrolled in VADA, and for him to go ahead and do the thing for the fight is nothing. And his problem was y'all doing it at a short notice to where VADA couldn't do thorough testing.
But the thing about that is I can be enrolled in VADA right now. I can be enrolled in VADA right now. But I don't need to get tested. Just because I'm enrolled in doesn't mean anything. That just means when it comes time for me to fight, I know who I'm going to be tested by. That's all that means.
That's what I'm saying.
Like, I can be enrolled right now.
Look,
yeah, I don't never have to be tested.
Not attack off of that. You know, Billy Joe Saunders, for example, you know, he enrolled in VADA time to fight, but, you know, like, you can take the David Lemieux fight, for example. He looked like a whole it was the difference between night and day, right? But what was he doing during the up of that fight? What was he doing during the training of that fight? He wasn't testing. You can test like when it's time to fight, but doing training and stuff like that, we don't know what you're doing. That's why it's like very.
What Manny Pacquiao was doing.
Go ahead.
What Manny Pacquiao was doing is Manny Pacquiao was and this was like many fighters. Like most of them, as a matter of fact, back then. Even one of my favorites, Roy Jones Jr. Most of them, right? They took a piss or even a blood test sometimes, but for the most part, it was just urine. But they did that right before the fight. There was none of that was during the training. There was no testing during the training.
Exactly.
There was none of that. It was right before the fight and then right after the fight. Right before and right after. And Manny Pacquiao did that for years. For years, Manny Pacquiao did a test before and after. He never did one during the lead up, and that was the holdup for the Floyd fight. Now with Anthony Joshua, he does the same shit. He does the exact same shit. They do a test before the fight, and they do a test after the fight.
And you have to performance of Manny Pacquiao, like throwing that many punches. It's like, okay, this guy's throwing a lot of punches and he's not getting winded. You know, something is up. That should be ready. You know.
So is that a red herring for Jarrell Miller?
I mean, it very well could be.
I'm not going to say anything. I'm not going to say anything. But you just like this guy is big, and it doesn't seem like he gets winded that much.
You're talking about
Canelo?
No, Jarrell Miller.
I'm talking about
Jarrell Miller.
Yeah, Miller. I already knew Canelo was before Canelo.
You can be enrolled all you want.
No, I was going to say, yeah.
You can be enrolled. I can be enrolled in whatever program I want. That just means, okay, I am paying this company, right? When it's time to do a test of whatever kind, that's the company that I'm paying to do it. I am enrolled in VADA. That's what I'm enrolled in them. I pay them like whatever monthly fee. I'm going to pay them whatever small stipend that is, and then when it comes time to actually do the testing, I pay heavy for the testing. Whenever that time is. Right? There is no set time. There is no, all right, well, it's going to be universal. It's going to be, no one's going to know what it is, unannounced, yada, yada, yada. No, none of that shit. Now, Olympic-style drug testing does that. They do unannounced tests. However, if you got the bread, you can find out when they're coming. You can find out when they're coming if you got the bread. You know what I'm saying? Otherwise, you're just enrolled.
They'll test you when you're in a club wherever, you know, they will come whenever you least expect it, seriously. In the Olympic style test, just being enrolled doesn't mean anything. Like,
but you know, that's what Mayweather like. Mayweather did the Olympic test.
That's what he did. That's all he did. His damn near his whole career was Olympic style test.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, and you know, like when, for example, with the Canelo excuse, the meat excuse. My whole thing is this: like, I'm a multi-millionaire.
I will say this.
Okay.
I can't not. I'm not gonna knock the meat excuse because you do got a football player that actually got proof that he failed a PED test for meat that was in Mexico.
No, but this is
but
my thing though. You're a multimillionaire. You can get meat catered to you. That you can have meat of your own.
Let me say this.
If you really think about it.
Let's say this. We know Mexico is considered a third world country, but I know there's more money in Mexico than that. But when you go to those restaurants down there, because they serve great food, or you can go into an expensive restaurants. Are you considering where they get their meat from, or are you considering that that's some good ass food that you eat?
I'm just looking at some good ass food because I've been there.
No.
That's what I'm saying.
Hey, let me say this.
No.
Let me say this. Hey, you know what? I ride with Fula on this one, bro, because it doesn't matter if Julia Childs, Gordon Ramsay, or whoever was cooking that meat down there. These boxers know that there is a reputation of having that contaminated meat in that area. You know better, you do better. You know what I'm saying?
That's what I'm saying.
Not only that. No.
And we can say all we want to. Hey, you know what? We don't know where they got the meat, and when you in Mexico, well, fuck it, don't go. You know what I'm saying?
Well, I don't listen, bro.
And to piggyback off that.
One at a time.
There was a boxer right before Canelo popped hot that popped hot for the same shit. So I don't give Canelo no. I don't give Canelo
real talk.
No, what's the name? There was a boxer that was down there that was in Mexico and popped dirty. It had the same fucking excuse. So his ignorance is not an excuse to say that this is what it was.
No,
you know
to piggyback off of that.
There is no excuse. There is no excuse. There was a boxer that went there. I forget the boxer's name. But there was a boxer that was in Mexico. Yeah, he was in Mexico and popped hot for dirty meat. He popped hot for dirty meat. So Canelo, knowing that, as a megastar as he is, there should be no way in hell that he is eating anything out of anybody from any place that is not verified. And he has hundreds of millions of dollars to get a fucking good steak. He can get Salt Bay steak every fucking day if he wants to. Bro, there's no excuse for that. There's other circumstances that we can say are different.
It's because it's bullshit. That's really what it's because.
I want to build. I want to do something. I want to say something else about that. One of his trainers is a butcher. So you mean to tell me one of your trainers is a butcher?
Well, and
butchers don't know what the mush in the meat. They just cutting up the meat.
So this is my thing. And it's a built-in excuse too, because Canelo knows he's got to know that other fighters have popped for that in that area. So he does it. He gets popped. He says, "Oh, it's the tainted meat. It's the old tainted meat. You guys know that one, right?" You know what I'm saying?
Not.
That's.
I believe the whole Mexican soccer team. No. The whole Mexican soccer.
No, I believe it. I believe it. I just don't believe Canelo.
Hey, we got to stop cutting each other off and let everybody speak. No, I know. You go ahead. Okay. Y'all got it, but y'all got to, because y'all cutting each other off. That y'all don't understand how that sounds in this headphone. It sounds like complete garbage. So if it sounds that bad to me, imagine how bad it sounds to the people in the chat. I just want to keep it clear so everybody can hear and understand what we're saying. That's all.
My mistake.
Yeah, so we got to keep
my fault.
Go ahead, PK.
Oh, well, I was just gonna say, I think it's bullshit. I think Canelo knows or knew that is a possibility and that it actually has happened. I believe that it's actually happened before. I just don't believe that it actually happened to Canelo. I think that he used and he has that excuse built in. Of course, there's no way for me to prove that. That's just what I think personally. I think Canelo is full of it, but that's me.
What's up with the 503? I see you in the building. What's going down, my brother?
Yeah, man. What's up to everybody? Usual suspects. I see you, PK. Man, I've been trying to get on this motherfucker, man. For some reason, it wasn't letting me on, but I finally got through. You know what I'm saying? What's the topic of discussion?
Man, well, I had a bunch of stuff to talk about, man. BFTB and our fella started talking about lineal before we went live, and our fella, him and BFTB both dropped the lineal video, and we was talking about Fury and his lineal and why our fellow said why he shouldn't be lineal and everything. And we've been talking about lineal and the drug testing in the sport as a whole. So as of right now, we're on a drug testing and these fighters getting caught because they doing these PEDs or any kind of drug, period. We just need to be better testing and everything in the sport.
Oh, okay. Well, that's cool. But I just want to say this, man. Salute to my boy Rough House Boxing, man. Rough House Boxing TV, man. Y'all go check out my boy interview he did yesterday with the Young Savage, man, out of New Jersey, man. Dope ass interview, man.
Yeah. It was.
Appreciate that, man.
Him, legendary Top Cats, and Marlo's Corner, man, did a great interview, bro. Great interview. I was over there dying laughing.
Yeah, that's what's up, man.
I gotta go check it out.
I'm gonna say this, man, and then I'm gonna let y'all boys cook again, man. But I think it's important, man, that we start shining the light on this up and coming talent, whether it's amateur or it's, you know what I'm saying, new pros, you know, contenders, things like that, bro. You know what I'm saying? Fighters shouldn't have to go, you know, 20 fights before he starts to get a fan base, man. And especially, man, we got some young hitters on Team USA that's gonna be going for the gold in Tokyo in 2020, man. We want to get around them, men and women, you know what I'm saying, and let them know we riding for them, we rooting for them, man, and let them know that they got fans, you know, going up. So that's what's up. Appreciate that, 503.
I'm gonna tell you, Rough House, that's exactly why I do it. I've been doing it for a while. A lot of these boxers that are 2-0 and 4-0, 5-0. I interview a lot of them because they need to get out there.
Right.
Yeah. If I could take the people that follow me, go and watch them and become fans, it helps build a profile. It also helps put them out there.
Hey, you know what? I just want to throw something in there right quick, some constructive criticism. Man, y'all didn't even ask homie what weight class he fight at, bro. It was a good interview, but y'all had some good questions. You know what I'm saying? It's just constructive criticism, bro. That's
what's up.
You know what I'm saying? Normally, my brother, I want you.
No, I was gonna say normally.
I want you to shine, bro. Don't get me wrong. But
real
you know what I'm saying? Yeah. There's one question y'all forgot to ask, bro.
Yeah. Like I said, normally that's something that we do ask them for. You know what I'm saying? You know, basic information like that. So I don't know how we missed it that time, but hey, we'll make sure we tighten that up. You know what I'm saying, going forward. But yeah, we like to let the people know
what weight class do he fight at,
they fight at. He fights at 126. No, 123 right now. 123. Yeah, 123.
Okay.
He down there with Midget.
Yeah.
Right. Okay, cool.
Yeah, and
check that Rough House, man. Dope ass interview, bro.
Appreciate that, man. Hey, he just got signed to the Zone, Matchroom USA. He's getting ready to have his debut pro fight March the 15th in Philadelphia, PA, man. And one more thing, man, I think it's good for us to reach out to these dudes right now, man, bro, before they get contaminated by all that miscellaneous whoop-de-whoop and BS that go on in the sport, bro. You know what I'm saying? Because you got cats right now, bro. They, you know what I'm saying, you try to reach out to them, they look at you like you got a dick on your forehead, you know what I'm saying? Because you trying to do a YouTube interview. But, you know, we building with these cats trying to get it out the mud with the youngsters, man, and pushing them and promoting.
I've been getting a lot of great interviews, even from guys like Midget. Midget got a big following, and he enjoyed it. He's in the top rankings and things like that, so he enjoyed the interview. He was ready to, when I even offered it to him, he was ready to come on. So some of these fighters are more humble than we give them credit for. We just got to talk to them.
Yeah, but some of them aren't.
And
we know the ones. We know a lot of them that aren't.
Yeah, you know I know more than a lot of them. I know some that ain't even that big that only had a couple of fights and think they the best thing smoking.
You would swear they was undisputed, you know what I'm saying, 10-year long reigning champions of their division and probably got a record of 50%. You know what I'm saying? Win 50% win percentage. You know,
I literally had one turn me down. Right, he accepted then when he found out it was on YouTube. Turn me down.
Yeah.
So it is what it is, but you know it's a part of the game.
That's what's up. Yeah, we're just trying to hustle over there on the block. You know what I'm saying? Hey, shout out to the whole block fam. You know what I'm saying? Marlo's Corner, legendary Top Cats, Main Boxing Biker, Trey X, Chris Rayner. You know what I'm saying? Everybody that get it in with us over there on the corner, man. We appreciate everybody that support.
Yeah, salute to Marlo's corner, man. Salute to the gym.
Salute to you guys. Hey, so y'all make sure y'all go check out Marlo's uncle nephew.
Yeah, man.
That uncle nephew shit is funny as fuck. Y'all make sure y'all go check that out. And also go check out PK Boxing's I mean not PK. PK, you ain't dropping nothing new, have you?
I did not really. I did a live stream a couple days ago.
Okay. Fool got a video out that he just dropped on Alberto Machado. I gotta finish watching that. And the odd fella got a video out. Y'all make sure y'all go watch these guys' videos, man. You know, y'all support me, go support the guys on the panel. 503 dropped something last night.
I dropped a video called David Haney Saga. Please go check that out, man.
Yeah. I want to check it out, bro. Good video, man.
I was at work last night when you dropped that. But okay, before we do that, I'm gonna start on some new topics. I don't know what BFTB went. I'm gonna hit him up in a minute. I just want to ask y'all, you know, let's say what's they call it? Quick fire, quick questions. And I'm gonna answer too. Shakur Stevenson got a match. It ain't somebody I thought it was gonna be, but it's a decent match. He's fighting Christopher Diaz. What y'all think about it?
It's a step up in competition.
That's it's not a major step up though. That's my point.
No, but it's a logical step up. You know what I mean? It's part of the growing process. Part of that process is gonna, you know what I mean, he needs to go through in order for him to eventually get that title shot and start becoming a contender before holding the belt. So no, it's a good step up, and he should learn and grasp a good experience off of this fight.
Okay. What do you think, Raphael?
I ride for Shakur, man. This is a step up fight, but I look at it like this, man. If you got a staircase in front of you that's got 500 steps and you go up one step at a time, it's gonna be a minute before you get to number 500. You know what I'm saying? I would like to see him, you know, clear more of those steps in every match. You know what I'm saying? I believe he's gonna be able to dispatch this cat, but I would have liked to have seen him, you know what I'm saying, take on somebody a little bit more, I guess, somebody more of a challenge, I guess I would say. But then we never know what the challenge is going to be until they actually fight the fight. So, you know, that's how that is.
Because to be honest with you, it's really a lateral challenge in my honest opinion. They're about the same level.
Yeah, but I mean, opposed to the last cat he fought.
Oh, well, the last cat. I'd rather, you know who I'd want to see him fight? I'd like to see him fight Jojo Diaz.
Yeah, that'd be a good fight too.
Hell, I'd like to see him go fight Jesus Rojas, who just lost the belt.
Yeah, that would be a good one too.
That's a great step-up fight. That's a great step-up fight.
You know, I kind of think the same thing can be said about Devin Haney as well, man. I want to see him take bigger step-ups, you know, and go ahead.
Thank you.
You know what I'm saying? Bigger step-ups.
Well, see,
you ain't got to go one step at a time to get to the top of the staircase, man. You can leapfrog some of those steps.
You can leapfrog a lot of those steps. Shit.
You know, but that's just me. What do I know?
we just watch boxing.
That's it. We just fans, you know.
What's your 503? $503, you there? Fool, what's your thoughts on it?
Yeah, come back to me right quick, bro. I'm gonna bounce back.
All right.
Like step by step. You know, now boxing, the guard has changed. Move these dudes slower than they usually did before, because you have a dude who can be like maybe back in the day, like 17-year-old, the world title. You know, my guy Wilfred Benitez achieved that feat, and you're like early 20s who already have world titles. So they move them along slower, but I guess, you know, this just goes to show like where we are in boxing. But I mean, slowly but surely. So this is just part of him earning his stripes. So we just got to see what happens and see how we look in that scrap. That's all I got for that.
Okay. Yeah. And speaking of all that, so Teofimo Lopez, he said he wants to go at the WBC strap.
Mikey Garcia.
Yeah. So he's destined to be great. And he wants Mikey before he wants Lomo. Now, y'all might
or is he thinking that Mikey's gonna vacate?
I don't know. But either way, I'm gonna say this, and this might be, y'all might think I'm crazy. I think Mikey can beat Lomo, but I don't think he can beat Teofimo.
That ain't crazy to me.
No, that's not crazy.
That
Styles next place.
Yeah, and that's why I say that.
What'd you say?
I think Mikey can beat Lomachenko, but I don't think he can beat Teofimo. Like I honestly don't. And I'm a Mikey fan. That's when I'm looking at it, but I was sitting there looking at Teofimo. Teofimo is a slick boxer. He's not a traditional style like your Hispanic style fighters. He's a slick fighter with a lot of power. He remind me a little bit. He got a little bit of Roy Jones in him.
Real talk.
But he got defense with it. He's very agile and he don't get hit a lot.
Yep.
And I don't see Mikey standing there trying. If Mikey gonna stand there and try to trade with him, he's gonna take some serious punishment.
Yeah, and one thing that I think with Teofimo, man, that he showed in his last fight against what was it, I can't say it, dude. Magdaleno.
Yeah, Magdaleno.
Man, his counter punching was on display in pristine form, bro. Yeah. He was able to slip and counter. You know what I'm saying? He was able to make them miss and then make them pay. Yeah. Bro, that was just beautiful, man. And I'm impressed. I'm super impressed with T.O., man. So you know what? T.O. against the world, man. Let's go get it. Like we said the other day, if T.O. said, all right, I want a step up fight before I take on whoever, Lomo, Mikey, whatever. All right, that's cool. But if he say he want that smoke right now with whoever, I'm right with him, bro. Go get it.
Yep. I'm a fan
I think he got the skills to pay the bills.
I like Lopez, man. Yeah, that counter uppercut was nasty, dude. That's
it was. I can't even. Yeah, that. Damn.
Bro, that one he caught him with in the second round, that first good one, the one that made spit fly out his mouth and snot fly out his nose.
I actually went back and watched that fight last night.
Yeah, I remember that.
I went back and watched that fight last night while I was at work, and I'm just sitting there looking at it like, I think when we was talking the other day how he wasn't ready for Loma.
Shit.
I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna take back. I still think he need one more fight. I'm not gonna never say he don't.
Right.
But man, he will get. I think he'll give Loma a problem. I think he'll give Loma a major problem. I really do. The only person that I honestly believe that got a chance of beating Teofimo right now is Devin Haney.
Lomachenko gets hit a lot.
But the problem with Devin Haney is, I think Devin Haney can beat him, but I also think Devin Haney will get beat by him. And the reason I think it is because Devin Haney,
Lomachenko gets hit a lot though.
I want to see him in like one kind of big event fight before he fights Lomachenko. I don't want that to be the first time he's tasted any kind of like really bright spotlight kind of deal. You know what I mean? So I wouldn't mind. I don't want to see him go like years, but you know, one fight, two fights, something. I wouldn't mind, but yeah, like Box said, man, if he wants to do it, if he steps up to the plate and said, I want Lomachenko right now, make it happen. Yeah, man, I'm gonna stand behind him, man. I like that dude. I like Lopez.
Hey, and here's another thing, man. This is my observation of Teofimo, man. I know we see a lot of fighters that go in there, you know what I'm saying, they get that opportunity for a big fight, whether it be a title fight or a major step-up fight, and the lights are bright, stage big, and all of that. And sometimes they don't step up to the challenge because of all of the distractions. But with Teofimo, man, I think his sole objective, his primary mission is, I want to beat a motherfucker's ass. That's all I want to do. I want to go in there and beat somebody up. It don't matter where the stage is. It don't matter how many lights are on. I want to beat somebody up. And that's what I look at him and I think, dog, if whether it's Mikey, whether it's Loma, he wants to beat them up. It don't matter how many eyes are on them and how many views and this and that, bro. He just want to beat somebody up. And I love that. I love that. And that's why I don't think the stage is going to be too big, because I don't think the stage is going to be his primary focus. And I don't think it's going to be that big of a distraction. His primary focus is, man, I want to fuck this dude off. You know what I'm saying? I want to destroy this cat in front of me. So, hey, go get it, man.
I'm gonna say this though. Beat Lomachenko, but the only way he would be able to beat Lomachenko though is he would. But Devin Haney has all the athletic attributes to beat Lomachenko: fast hands, footwork, boxing IQ. It's just the power is. He had some crack in his punches. He gives Lomachenko that work. He gives that work easily. Not easily, but he gives him that work. You know, that's just my opinion about it. You know, because he's longer. I think he's taller.
Yeah.
Athletically inclined. Because the thing is, I'm not trying to. You guys are going on him, but Lomachenko got some chicken wing arms. He gotta go in with you, kind of.
You going in and out, my brother. You going in and out.
My bad. But Lomachenko got some like short arms. So with these longer arm fighters, they can really keep him off with a jab, really. If they could potentially beat him with a jab, you know. So I'm just a matchup, you know. And I think that the newer guys would give him that work, you know.
Yeah, and if Lomo was to fight Devin Haney and Devin Haney beats Lomo, it's gonna be Devin Haney by unanimous decision. Lomo fights Teofimo, it's gonna be Teofimo by stoppage. You know what I'm saying?
Knockout.
It's gonna be knockout.
I am on that.
It's gonna be KO, bro, and it's gonna be devastating too.
I agree. I can agree on that.
Now he said, "Hey, now Mac, he was saying that he wants Mikey before he wants Lomo. So I guess he's under the impression that after Mikey fights Errol, he's coming back down, right?
Probably.
Yeah, he want that Mexican superstar clout. Go ahead, bro.
Yeah, because he said. He said that's what he wants. So
he said he wanted the WBC. He didn't technically say he wanted Garcia.
Right.
Technically, that's what he said.
Right.
But technically, Garcia could be coming down as damaged goods.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking, fella.
Yeah, but that's gonna work in his favor though. That's gonna work in Lopez's favor. That's what he wants.
Oh hell yeah.
And he gonna grab all of Mikey fans and that Mexican American superstar clout that Mikey got right now. You know what I'm saying? That's gonna transition after the Errol Spence fight, bro. Because this is gonna be major.
Yeah. Hey, but 503, you know, I agree that'll work in his favor, but at the same time, on the flip side of that, is that what he want? Because if Mikey comes down and everybody recognizes him as damaged goods and he beats Mikey, then they go those built-in excuses. Oh, well, that's not the same Mikey. Errol already beat that dude up. He wasn't himself, this and that. And it's going to be something to take away the shine from a victory that Teofimo might get over Mikey.
I'm gonna tell you what I tell anybody on that same token. At the end of the day, when it's put in the record books, it ain't gonna matter because they're gonna look at Mikey back in history. Because when y'all go back and look at when Tyson beat up Larry Holmes, we're the only ones to talk about how Larry Holmes was old.
Mm-hmm.
But it goes down and look at it's a good name on his damn resume, done.
Right.
That's all I'm saying. At the end of the day, it don't matter. And at the end of the day, if he do fight Mikey, that might be a pay-per-view fight.
Oh yeah.
So that's a money fight. Whether Mikey is damaged goods.
My nigga.
All right, Drake. Draco,
nigga. Draco,
Soldier
nigga.
Boy. Young Draco.
You understand me?
503.
Hey, Fuller, you doing the Matrix?
Okay,
I hear
Draco.
Hey, Fuller, you gotta tell your neighbor to tighten up their Wi-Fi, bro.
Man, I keep on trying to tell him that's the fade with him. I think I gotta run the fade.
He don't believe you, man.
Hey, thief in the night. That's exactly what I said.
I gotta run
Michael will fuck up Loma. Real talk. What's up with the legendary man? Where you at, dog? I know I sent you the link.
Let me ask you this.
Oh yeah, hey,
let me ask you guys this.
Hey, real quick.
Let me ask you guys this. Does Miguel Burchett beat Lomachenko?
Hey, Mac. Abel Mahari was looking for a link.
Hey, bro, you gotta pump the brakes, bro, on the Lomachenko. Hey, bro, Lomachenko will beat Burchett, bro, easy.
Yeah, I agree.
I got. Hey, hold on. I got Lomo in that one too.
I got Lomo by devastating knockout.
Fuller, you just got checked.
Fuller does
nah, bro. I love Fuller, man. He just be
I'm saying Fuller does not like.
No, man. My bad, dude. But this is the thing, okay? I said it before. I'll say it again. He's a good fighter, okay? He's an amazing fighter. It's just that his fans dislike him, okay? Because his fans like probably have wet dreams about. Okay, it's just like you hear him say things like, "Oh, his English has gotten." He was at such and such and such and such eating sushi. This, that, and the other. I'm like, bro, like, give me a break, man. You guys are like a pain in the ass, dude. Like, seriously, man. It's more his fans than it is him.
Well, that's one aspect of the sport that is never gonna change, bro. Never. As long as there's, you know what I'm saying, combat sports, people are gonna ride with their guy, you know what I'm saying, even when it's in the face of logic. You know what I'm saying? So that's one thing that's never gonna change. So
you don't like your fighters eating sushi? Come on, man.
Hey, I'm saying
look, I'm gonna keep it a buck. I love certain fighters, okay? I love my Cuban fighters. I love my Puerto Rican fighters. But if I know they're going to lose, it is, bro. I'm like, this dude doesn't have a chance, even though I like him.
Well, you know what?
It's just that's what it is.
But we are the exception to the norm, bro. You know what I'm saying? As diehard hardcores, we are the exception to the norm. We look at styles, we look at tendencies, we look at actual strengths and weaknesses, and then we make a decision. All of these other fans, all they know is, hey, I'm a fan of Lomachenko's, or I'm a fan of Errol Spencer's, or I'm a fan of AJ's, or whoever the fighter, you know, plug your own name in there, whatever name you want to plug. They're a fan of that dude, and they don't care what's going on with the other fighter, what the other fighter can do, can't do, has done, whatever the case may be. All they know is they riding with their guy. That ain't ever gonna change. That's a part of combat sports and fanship.
Matter of fact, we're gonna say this: Fuller, who's worse, his Lomo fans or Canelo fans?
Tough one. That's really tough. Woo! That's really tough. Hey,
close to being tough.
Hey, I'm gonna tell you what.
What's worse?
No. I'm gonna tell you this.
See it.
What Trump's beat those fans are Anthony Joshua fans.
No.
That's how I feel.
No. See, I have been trolled by all three fans. I've got it worse from Canelo fans.
Really?
All platforms. All platforms. Canelo fans are the worst. Anthony Joshua got fans, but at least you can have decent conversations with them. You cannot with a
some
Canelo.
Some of them.
The majority I have. Don't get it wrong. You don't have the idiots with all fan bases, but I haven't met one you can have a straight conversation with a Canelo fan yet.
You know what though?
I got a video.
You know the problem.
Hold up. I got a video on YouTube that's got over 4,000 views Carlo video, go read the comments and you tell me who works. Lomo fans, I just want you to go read the comments of that video.
Okay.
It's 60 comments
I'm gonna read it.
It's 60 comments.
I'm gonna read it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Go read it and you tell.
I'm gonna look at it. I'm gonna see what you see. What's what, man? Because I'm telling you, these Lomachenko fans come to my. Is this, man? I just try to call it how it is, bro. Lomachenko duck Pacquiao, dude. It's okay. Like, why are you mad at me for just calling it? He said he was too old, but Rigan Dial's not too old. You made him, and he's inactive. Come on now, man. Be real with yourself.
Yeah, but
that's just
Pacquiao,
how I feel.
Well, hold on, Fuller. Hold up, Fuller. But Pacquiao is a 147 fighter. Everybody ain't out here trying to do what Mikey Garcia doing.
No, man, he gonna move down, bro. He will move down. You don't think he will move down? Pacquiao will move down?
No.
Pacquiao head weigh 140.
No, I don't. I do not believe Pacquiao moving down. He gonna try to get he gonna try to get Lomo to move up.
Who's the A side in that fight, fool?
Pacquiao, easily.
No, I know
Pacquiao all the way.
He ain't going down to 135. Ain't no way.
Pacquiao head weigh 100 pounds. He ain't finna lose. He ain't gonna be able to make 135.
Make 135.
Well, I mean, let me ask you this then. Let me ask you this: would that have been a good name on his resume if he would have fought him though? Like, hey, that dude. Like,
if he'd have gone up to 147, yeah. If he'd have gone up to 147, that'd have been an excellent scalp on his mantle. But Lomo is barely doing what he's doing at 135. Ain't no way he going up to 147. And ain't no way that ain't no who. Man, ain't no way Lomo going up to 147.
He ain't going up to 140 either.
Yeah, he ain't going up to 140.
He ain't going up to 140 either.
Real talk. So and Pacquiao is not coming down to 135. You know what I'm saying? He ain't even coming down to 140. He ain't even coming down to 140.
Yeah,
we reaching now, bro. Because
man, but this is not just Lomo.
You don't want Lomachenko at 140, bro. So it ain't even nothing to talk about.
Who said?
Bob Arum already said.
Who said he don't want Lomachenko?
Bob Arum. He don't want Lomachenko going up to 140.
For good reason. Lomo don't need to go up to 140.
You can't duck if you're already below. You can't duck if you're already under.
Yo, he don't need to go to 140 and get beat up by Josh Taylor and Regis Prograis.
Really?
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? What's the name?
Baranchek.
What they're gonna do with Lomachenko? No. Hey,
look, Baranchek will get it.
Hey, you know,
he will get it double D on his forehead.
I'm gonna tell you somebody that is going to 140 though. That I heard, and I said it in my video. Robert Easter. What y'all think about that? Can he last at 140, or he need to stay at 130?
I think he would be pretty good at 140. I do.
Fighting again.
He only lost once. We can't sit there. He didn't get beat down devastatingly. He only lost once. He's not a trash fighter. He can actually go up there and fight good.
When he fighting again, though,
he ain't got enough. He ain't got enough pop on his shots, man, to go up there and mess with the top tier 140 pounders, bro.
You got somebody going against Ohio.
The boxer ain't gotta have a bunch of power. He just got to be able to fight and box.
But and that's another.
And Easter actually do got some pop.
Mac. Hey, I love you like a play cousin, but I gotta disagree with you on that one, bro. I ain't seeing this pop. I'm not seeing this pop. Real talk. You know what? If Robert Easter would fight in the style that Kevin Cunningham wants him to fight in, then yeah, he stand a chance at 140. But Robert Easter likes to give up his height and his length too much and get in the phone booth with people. And that's not the place. That's not the place where he needs to be.
The one thing I gotta say, before he got a belt, he was knocking people out. He kind of like one time. He ain't knocked nobody out since he got a belt. But before he had a belt, he was knocking people out. Robert Easter got power. He got some stinging power. It's nice. It ain't just the biggest thing out there, but when you move up, he might gain a little bit more power, moving up in weight too.
Yeah, that's possible.
So you got to give him a little bit of chance. What's up, baby?
Hey, what's going on, guys? How y'all doing tonight, man?
What's up, bro?
I'm doing good, man. I'm doing good. Let me respond. Let me ask that kind of question too, though. I mean, we all know that Robert Easter is a very tall, lengthy fighter. But the question I have is why he doesn't always use his height, though. That just kind of confuses me a bit. What y'all think?
He like to be in the blender. He like to trade. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes
he like fighting.
He don't like boxing, bro. He like to bang, even though he tired. That don't mean shit. He only box when he got to, bro. But if he feel like he can beat you up, he gonna bang with you. Period.
And that's what I say. Go back and watch that Javier Fortuna fight. He sat there and banged with Javier Fortuna.
Yeah.
Because he wasn't scared of Javier Fortuna's power. He tried to box Mikey Garcia.
And then when he tried to box, it did not work because he not used to that.
Yeah.
Plus, Mikey was moving a lot too, but he was counterpunching too. So it was a good fight.
That's what Mikey got him because Mikey was counterpunching. But I think he can move up to 140 and be a decent boxer at 140. Okay, check this out.
Decent.
Let's ask this.
I'll give him decent.
Robert Easter, Maurice Hooker.
Maurice Hooker, easy.
Maurice Hooker.
I'm in favor.
Yeah, not even close.
I'm in favor of Hooker.
Yeah, I don't even like Hooker.
Man,
I don't need it, but I call it 55-45. Maurice Hooker.
No, 75-25. Hooker.
Whoa, you did this.
Hey, you just straight disrespected Robert Easter.
Because Maurice Hooker has found the blueprint the same way he what was the last fight? Was it what was the cat's name?
Alex
Toledo. That's exactly the way he will fight. He will fight Robert Easter Jr. and he will 1-2 him to death. He will 1-2 him to death from range.
Alex Salcedo and Maurice Hooker height. Robert Easter is though.
Say it again. I didn't hear you.
Alex Salcedo is not Maurice Hooker's height. Robert Easter is.
Right, but
matter of fact, Robert Easter is taller.
But Maurice Hooker has figured out and mastered how to fight from range and how to use his length and his height to his advantage. And I don't think Robert Easter Jr. has figured that out yet. Because before the Mikey Garcia fight, they were all talking about, oh, this is the new style. Robert Easter Jr., Easter Bunny's new style. And the new style for him was fighting long, fighting tall, fighting from range.
Bro,
Maurice Hooker got that already. And he will 1-2 that dude.
So I
he will 1-2 him to death.
So let's go back to Maurice Hooker, Terry Flanagan fight. That was a split decision. I think Robert Easter go in there and mauls the shit out of Terry Flanagan.
He was lucky. That was split decision in Scotland. You know, dig. He was lucky. He was lucky to get that. Flanagan was lucky to get a split.
He was, but I watched the fight. It was all right. Maurice won in those later rounds. He really beat him up in those later rounds. But those early rounds, it was going back and forth. But he was having a little trouble at first. I think but he's going there and then destroyed Terry Flanagan. And then just looking at that and them going back and forth with he's taller. He's putting the weight on, so that means he's gonna make the weight at 140. He needs to add weight to him anyway, because look how
I think so.
Boy looked like he's malnutrition. You know,
that's true.
He looked like he'd have missed more than
why you capping on that dude, man? Talking about he looked like one of them feed my children poster kids.
He do. He looked like the kid that had the fly on the eye. You know, he is 6'1" and 130. I'm 6 foot.
I'm 6'2",
and he's 135 pounds.
I agree.
I agree
100% on that.
My BMI is 185 at 6 foot. I'm sorry. He looks like Like he needs to put the weight on.
I just don't believe he can be elite at 140. He's a top. He could achieve to be a top 10 guy, but not a lower tier top 10 guy. But I just don't believe he'll be he's in that top 5 in 140. He's gonna contend. Those guys up there, I think, yeah, they got a little bit too much for him. I mean, like Roughhouse was saying, man, the pop is flat. In the dig, the pop is flat. I'm not a believer. I'm not a believer too much in his power at all.
Me either.
He may have something if he chooses his spots where he bangs, and if he chooses his spots where he brawls, then he may be able to. He may have something, but this he likes to bang more than anything else 9 times out of 10, and the guy really do that.
You know what, man, and thinking of Terry Flanagan, man, I know this is completely off the subject, but I brought up Terry Flanagan, and it made me think of Spike O'Sullivan. Is it just me, or does Spike O'Sullivan look like that English villain on all the old Bugs Bunny?
Yeah.
He looked like one of the villains in the Popeye.
Spike O'Sullivan is sort of Popinski from Punch Out.
Hey, what they call it? What was it? Dastardly Dan or whatever?
Dastardly Dudley.
Yeah. Dastardly Dudley or whatever. Yeah. That's what's up.
I'm sorry, that shit just. I don't know why I was thinking of Terry. That just.
Hey, yo, he does look like Dudley from Street Fighter. Look like Dudley from Street Fighter, just like a hint lighter, but everything like Dudley.
But all right. And before we close out, I got one more. We got this weekend. We're gonna talk Tank tomorrow. That's gonna be the full show tomorrow. It's Tank. Everything Tank. Tomorrow, Friday, everything Tank. But I want to know what y'all think. So, Anthony Yarde called out Kovalev. Said Kovalev only holding that belt temporarily. What's y'all thoughts on that?
I'll go first. To me, get him while he's still can, because we all know that Kovalev, he's got a questionable body, how well he can take body punches. I mean, he's like the bully on the playground. If you can withstand him and push back, the bully will tend to move back. So, I don't have a problem with Anthony Yarde's call out of Sergey Kovalev, but we have not seen him we haven't seen him tested yet. At least I haven't seen him tested yet. So, I'm anxious to see how well he will do when he gets hit by Sergey Kovalev there too. But at the same time, Anthony Yarde, he's got real power, man. I mean, he can really pop. So, it'd be an interesting fight if that fight does get made, though. But you know what I mean? I would have Anthony Yarde winning by possible TKO in the late rounds, because I know that Sergey Kovalev won't just go down quite easily, though. But, it'd be an interesting scrap, in my opinion.
Very. What about you, 503?
My brother, you must have knew I wanted to talk about this shit, because I brought it up yesterday on my channel, and it's been topic of discussion. I didn't hear Junior talk about it. I didn't hear Black Fight Fan 78 talk about it. You know what I'm saying?
Bro, because I'm sleep early in the morning, I'm missing out.
Right.
So
that's all right, bro. Once your body get adjusted and acclimated to what you're doing, you're gonna be all right. You'll be able to catch up. But basically, everybody is on this. We need to wait and rushing. We don't need to rush these dudes. You know what I'm saying? And shit like that. Junior said that he would like to see him fight like a Joe Smith Jr. And we're gonna talk about it tonight, probably on the Smoke City Mobcast. So y'all tune into that. You feel me? But at the end of the day, bro, I'm like this, bro. We the LDBC. You know what I'm saying? Our main agenda and motive is for the best to fight the best. And if Kovalev is the champion and Anthony Yarde is feeling like he can beat Kovalev, he got that ranking, why not fight him, bro? Like, you know what I'm saying? And another fight or two, get you about 2 more fights, you know what I'm saying? Or another fight, and then you fight him. Ain't nothing wrong with that, bro. Man, listen, I don't care, bro. If you want to go for the gusto, go for it, man. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people doubting that kid, bro, but he could prove everybody wrong. You feel me? So why not? You know what I'm saying? Just like we didn't know a Hard Day was gonna lose to Josh Taylor, bro. It's a lot of people that be speculating shit, bro, but we don't know, bro, because it's boxing, man. We didn't know Charlo was gonna knock out Lubin. Like, shit happens, bro. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, man, shit, put a date on this shit, man. Sign, sealed, and deliver that shit to the LDBC. You know what I'm saying? I want to see the fight, bro. I ain't gonna lie to you. And I don't give a damn if it's next or if it's this year. Like, fight Kovalev, bro.
True.
Fuck all that waiting. I'm gonna just be real with you, bro.
Hey, well, I'm gonna jump in here, man. I'm with 503 on the fact that, you know, get it while you can get it. Now, me realistically breaking down this fight, bro, I think Kovalev might hand that boy an L. Simply on the fact that Anthony Yard is still green, bro. He really is. He's still green. You know what I'm saying? I don't see the same thing that jump out on the screen from him as when I look at Shakur Stevenson or when I look at Teofimo Lopez or I look at Jaron Ennis. I don't see that amazing footwork. I don't see he's got pop in his shots. That he's got. He's a strong puncher, bro. But at the same time, I think his game is rather basic, and I think Kovalev might have just a bit too much ring IQ and experience, man, for that dude. And let's not forget, Kovalev still got a little bit of pop left in his shots too. So if the game plan is just to go in there and just walk through whatever Kovalev gonna throw at him, and he might find himself on his back pockets. But hey, if he say he want that smoke, go get it. I'm all about that.
Hey, bro, but just to dispute what you saying, them 4 guys that you named are American black boxers from America with good amateur experience, bro. And Jaron Ennis, his daddy was a fighter, bro. His brothers was fighters. They from Philly, bro. Like you can't compare Jaron Ennis and Anthony Yard, bro. They not even in the same stratosphere, bro. Like no.
But we talking about up and coming prospects taking that big step to the top stage. That's what we talking about with Anthony Yard. And when I look at Yard, I don't see the same things that make me say, yeah, he should go get that work now. Like I said with Teofimo.
It's different type of prospects, Rough House. It's different. It's all different kind, bro. Like
hey,
the prospects, the 4 prospects that you name are all acclimated amateurs, bro.
Right,
all of them.
Right. Then maybe we shouldn't be pressing Anthony Yard up there. Then I said maybe we shouldn't be thrusting Anthony Yard up there. Then right now, you know what I'm saying?
He doing this, bro. We not doing it. He doing it. He the one that came out and said on boxing saying he want to fight Kovalev. That he holding the bill. That's him and his team and Frank Warren.
Right. And like I said, if he say he want that smoke, that work right now, hey, I'm all with anybody who say they want to get the strap. Go get it. You know what I'm saying? But me breaking that fight down and comparing those two as fighters, I could see Kovalev handing that boy L.
I don't know about that. I could see that too. I don't think he's ready. He hasn't even dealt with a domestic fight yet. I mean, he needs to concentrate really, instead of talking about I wouldn't call Kovalev washed, but he definitely looks, you know what I mean, on the decline. All of a sudden, these man them want all of a sudden,
get his belt back, bro. He ain't
no. I know he's not. I'm just saying he is on the decline. Bro, but all the man them are starting to call him out, including now all of a sudden Baturviev wants to fight him. Now we hearing Yard. All of a sudden Yard has balls. In the dig. Now he want Kovalev. Nah, man, you need to concentrate on Travis Reed. Travis Reed, who's 17-3 with 7 KOs and is 38 years old. In the dig. You need to focus on him, because if you look too far ahead, you won't see the big bruise, the big American bruiser that's in front of you right now. 17-3 Travis Reed. That's what he needs to do. You know what I mean? And stop talking all this bullshit about Kovalev. Just because he's the number one and is paid number one spot. He didn't deserve nothing to be in that number one spot. He's fought nobody in the top 10. He's fought none of his domestic rivals, Callum Johnson, Jose Burton, or Joshua Buatsi. And he's talking Kovalev. Fuck out of here with that bullshit. Nah. He needs he needs some more seasoning. He needs some more seasoning.
Church. He needs to fight Buatsi. That fight needs to happen next, because
facts. I agree with you. I agree with that. 503.
Yes. That should be his next fight.
I agree with that.
And he can fight Kovalev after that.
Yeah, if he looks super impressive in that one, yes, I agree with that.
I'm gonna tell you right now. Hey, let me tell y'all something. I believe Buatsi beat him, but I think he should fight Callum Johnson instead of Buatsi. I think if he's trying to do so, Buatsi beat him. I'm sorry,
man. He needs to go after Buatsi, bro. That's the nigga that's talking.
Buatsi beat him though. I'm gonna say that.
I don't know.
It's possible. It's possible.
To me, that's a 55-45 fight for Buatsi. I think Buatsi is a little bit more seasoned, and I would feel even better putting in Buatsi with Kovalev than Yard right now. I'm telling you, I'm with Roughhouse, man. I think the boy that he shows flashes of potential, but he's still green to me.
He's what, 27, right? He's like late 20s.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah, mid to late.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I'll have to see some more Anthony Yard. I know he's real, he's heavy-handed, but just as far as we've been talking about this a little bit recently, right? Like, you know, should prospects or guy, like, when should they take the next step up? How many steps should we just, you know, like Roughhouse was saying, like, you know, with Teofimo Lopez, like skipping some of the steps. I don't know enough about Anthony Yard to really speak too intelligently on it, but I don't know, man. I mean, yeah, there is something to be said for a guy, you know, taking, like, this is maybe a bad example, but like Tyson Fury, you know, he fought Steve Cunningham and stuff, but he didn't really have like other than Chisora, he didn't really have like a huge name before he fought Klitschko. So I don't know. I don't think Yard could go in there and beat Kovalev right now. I don't think so, but crazier things have happened, and he's 27. You know, he can't wait around forever to take a step up. But I wouldn't want to see him in there with Kovalev.
Yeah, thanks.
PK to counter that, at least Fury had domestic rivals on his record. He definitely had that.
No, you're right about that.
Commonwealth rivals, domestic rivals, and even European. Like he before that fight, before the Klitschko fight, he did fight Christian Hammer, who I believe was maybe he only had one loss on his record.
Christian Hammer, Derek Chisora, stop Derek Chisora, beat him. Oh, he beat the shit out of Derek Chisora.
I think he fought Chisora twice.
Yeah,
he fought Chisora twice at that.
It was close. The second time, dog. If y'all haven't watched the Derek Chisora Tyson Fury 2, I suggest y'all go watch that. That was a how do I call it? That was a poetic, that was a poetic type beating. He beat the brakes off of Derek Chisora. Say, man. and this is why we say Anthony Joshua has no chance. This is why the only person that I think can beat Fury in the heavyweight division is Deontay Wilder. Nobody else. You kind of What's up with the legendary? You came right at the tail end when we get ready to get out of here.
Oh, all right. Shit, yeah, I just had to pop in, man. I didn't know if y'all was gonna keep going like yesterday. Shit, y'all thugged it about down at 8:00 yesterday.
I know, man.
Is 78 about to go home, bro?
Man, is he going on today?
I don't know.
I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know.
Man, I'm gonna play it like it's going on. Huh?
Hey, I was gonna say, man, ask that boy Top Cat what you just asked everybody. The topic we all just cooked on. I'm interested in hearing what he got to say on that.
So Anthony Yoel called out Kovalev. What's your thoughts?
Hey, y'all fucking with me, huh?
No.
Your motherfucking head out, man. Ain't none of them niggas at 175 fucking with Kovalev, man. Damn, so Anthony Yoel. That's my opinion. You know what I'm saying? Kovalev will beat the shit out of Anthony Yoel, man.
Yeah,
that's just me though, man. Them muscles and shit, all that shit don't mean that, man. You know what I'm saying? Kovalev will get out there and he ain't gonna show him no respect. First off, that's where he gonna have a problem at. He had to goddamn semi-respect Alvarez's power, but he ain't gonna show Anthony Yoel no motherfucking respect. So Anthony Yoel gonna have to try to get his respect off the muscle because he already don't have enough experience, man. Kovalev is a seasoned vet at this shit, man. He do this shit. He know what it means to be a champion. He done beat the shit out of so many other champions. Man, Kovalev was shine on that boy, man.
The only thing I'm gonna say
is, you right.
How did Anthony Yoel get to be the number one, the mandatory in WBO?
Frank Warren.
Goddamn right, them niggas. Come on, man. We know that WBO shit, man. That shit, them European nations, them niggas got that WBO shit on lock, man. Just like Eddie Hearn got the relationship with the WBA, man. You know
I'm gonna tell you something. They don't have the WBO on lock more than that Bob Arum.
Yeah, that's really a Bob Arum bill.
That's a fact. Yeah. But see, up in those divisions, Arum don't have no fighters up there though.
Yeah, that's it. But you don't think
no chance.
I'm talking about. I was gonna say I wasn't gonna say
okay.
No, not yours. I was gonna.
Yeah, it's so much smoke at 175.
Yeah,
you still got Bivol, Better B. You still got all these other guys.
I was gonna say you don't think Bivol got a chance?
Man, they gonna beat the shit out of every last one of them y'all just named, man. Them niggas average, man. I don't see nothing special about none of them fighters, man. And to beat Kovalev, man, you gonna have to be a bad motherfucker, man. Ward badly beat him that first time, man.
I don't think some people
think he won.
I think Better Biev has the best chance to beat Kovalev since he has at least two amateur victories over Kovalev. Kovalev been trying to duck that Better Biev smoke.
I think he'll take it right now. He ain't got nothing to lose. Kovalev know he on the ass in his career, man. He got to get all the money on the table, man. What other big fights up there? What they gonna try to come back and do to Alvarez 3? Kovalev will take that fight. Because he know he can beat him. He ain't had nothing for Kovalev in the first fight. He just got clipped, and he shined on him in the second fight. I think Kovalev will do that to any one of them niggas up there, man. They better be glad Andre Ward gone. Look, Stevenson got knocked off. So, I mean, I think it's Kovalev, man, at least for another year.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, all right, fella. I know you might disagree with that. What you got to say about that 175?
I mean, like I said, I think Better Biev has the best shot to beat Kovalev. I think it's actually in his favor to beat him. I also believe the current lineal light heavyweight champ, Vostik, to me, that's 55-45 for Vostik as well. I'm just not a big believer in Vostik's chin, but it did hold up pretty good against Stevenson.
I know we got a lot more to go, but 78 just went live.
Oh, you did? All right. Well, let me end it off real quick. You know what I mean? Once again, it's always dope. You're chopping it up with the brothers, especially the usual suspects. You in the dig. Where's Ack Reacher at? Quattro Cinco, we missed you. We missed you on the panel and one of them ones. Yeah, I mean, we missed you as well. You in the dig. But we have, you know what I mean, most of the usual suspects: Roughhouse Boxing, Fuller Sports, PK, boxing and MMA, you in the dig. Salute to Abel Mahari, one half of the Houston Hard Hitters, you know what I mean, 503 Lion, and our guy, legendary Top Cats, you in the dig. It's all love, you know what I mean? And don't forget BFTB, Best Fight the Best. He was on the panel as well, you know what I mean? So, yeah, you know what I mean? Don't forget to check out my channel, new video about the lineal ship regarding the heavyweight division. And with that being said, it's your favorite, get your most hated off fella. And I'll be back for another live stream. Peace, y'all.
Already. Hey, we're gonna continue this tomorrow because I'm enjoying this topic. Even though we talking tank tomorrow, I like this topic too. But yeah, let me get your last words, PK.
Mac, salute, man. I appreciate you sending me the link. It's always great to be part of the boxing conversation. Salute to the usual suspects. Salute to the mighty LDBC and the mighty LDMMAC. And shout out and salute to everybody in the chat, man. And stay ready. Thanks again, man. And I hope to catch y'all next time.
All right. I hate I couldn't have got on there with you in World Breaker today, but man, I was talking to my real estate agent earlier. Man, I'm trying.
Oh yeah. That's what's up, man. Well, hopefully I can do some more of that. But yeah, man, I think I'm gonna start going live around 3:30 every day. I'm gonna try and squeeze that time slot in there before BFTB, but we'll see what happens.
3:30 Central, y'all. So that's 4:30 Eastern. But yeah.
Oh no. So yeah, excuse me. That's that would be 3:30 Eastern. So that'd be 2:30 Central.
Okay. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Thank you, man.
Yeah, well, I forget you're not in Arkansas no more. Hey, Fuller, not Fuller. Yeah, Fuller, let me get some last words. And let the people
thank you.
Alberto Machado video you just dropped.
People, if they want to peep, they want to peep. That's how it works. But
hey, we need to
thank you for having me on again. I definitely appreciate it. My bad for my R2D2 thing. We just got past the storm.
Oh yeah.
Get things back in order. Shout outs to everybody on the panel. Y'all, all my brothers. I fucks with you guys heavy. No homo. Shout out to the LDBC and shout out to every city that fucks with me, like New York, Philly, and those places. And my bad 503 for my Lomo hate. But anyway, since he busted out the young Draco, I think I should have a young Pulo or something like that. So maybe I should you guys can just sometimes. But that's all I got.
All right, man. I appreciate you for coming on, man. Y'all make sure y'all go check out this Alberto Machado video, man. Salute to you. And you need to get them views up. Don't talk about if you see it, you see it. No, we need them to go see it so we can get some more subs, get them views up, get them likes up. Hey, well, Mahara, let me get some last words, my brother. Abel, are you there? I don't know. I don't know if he done that. Rough House, Sergeant Box.
Yeah. Teofimo Lopez beats the shit out of Lomo. And jeez. That's what it is. But hey, Mac, appreciate you slanging that link to me, bruh. Let me get on the panel. As always, 503, much respect, bruh. You know what I'm saying? I see the work you're doing over there, man. Keep dropping that good content. All the usual suspects on the panel, you know what I'm saying? Fuller, PK, my man from the north side, our fella, I rocks with you. You know what I'm saying? Abel Mahari, you know what I'm saying? Legendary Topcast, Block Fam, Gang. You know what I'm saying? BFTB. Everybody that was on the panel today, man. Usual suspects, man. And we're gonna keep this thing going. If y'all haven't subscribed to the Houston Hard Hitters, you're slipping on your pimping. Real talk. You know what I'm saying? Yo, what was that?
Abel Mahari done came back in the building. I don't know how you did that.
I don't know. Hey, he full of that Chris Angel. That's what's up. Yeah. Hey, but like I said, if you haven't subscribed to the Houston Hard Hitters, man, you're slipping on your pimping, man. Go ahead, hit that subscribe button, that bell icon, so you get the notifications when they drop that good work. You know what I'm saying? They move it out for the people. You know what I'm saying? Y'all already know what it is. I am that boy Box. This is Rough House Boxing TV. Y'all make sure y'all stop by the house, man. Just remember to wipe your feet and close the door. Hey, Javante Tank Davis versus Hugo Ruiz breakdown coming tonight. So y'all be sure to stop by and check that out.
And we're going to break it down tomorrow on the channel. Hey, but let me get some last words, man, for 78 just went live.
Okay, for sure. Thanks for having me. Thanks for allowing me to go in there and chat. Y'all can follow. I have a sports blog that I'm starting out. It's on sportstalk.com. I'll try to feed in some, occasional stuff in through my Facebook account there too. You can follow me by my name as well. I've been kind of thinking about starting a channel, not been going forward with it yet because I'm for a very good cause out there. I'm getting a lot of subscribers there too through the LDBC, through the chats. So if I do decide to make a channel, I'll make sure to get an official announcement, and then we'll try to get it moving though. But until then, thanks for allowing me to chat and discuss things like that though, man. And now y'all just tune in to 78 Sports TV because he just started the chat just now. So y'all have a good night, guys.
Man, appreciate that. And breaking news. I'm on Shumper to the Rockies. Hey, already. And we needed that. Legendary. Let me get some last words. What you mean? We needed that defense.
Man, Shumpert's ass, man. Ass, man. Y'all needed that. Y'all no hope is that.
Hold on, bro. Hold on.
Shepard be missing layups and shit, man.
I don't care about his offense. Hey, I don't care about his
defense, though. You serious?
We don't need his offense. We need his defense.
Yeah.
You can't tell me defense.
Well, that's all you need with him.
We'll just sit him under the basket then.
Bro, we can put up 140 points. We don't need his offense. We need his defense.
If he get on the court.
Oh, he gonna get on the court. We only gave up a second rounder for him.
He don't he play the same position as Harden?
We sent Alec Burke we sent the Cleveland Cavaliers, Brandon Knight and Marquise Chris. Cleveland sent the Kings, Alec Burke, and a second round pick, and we got Amon Shumpert.
Yeah, that's a good trade.
Already. Huh?
I said I would have took that trade.
Good 3-team trade. Just came through. Yeah, that's all I'm saying. But yeah, let me get some last words. Legendary top cat.
Oh man, it's always real coming through building with the Kings, man. Double salute to everybody on the panel, man. Double salute to the chat. Oh man, double salute to the Houston hard hitters, man. Y'all boys stay tuned, man. We're gonna put something together, man, and drop it on the world head, man, real quick. Like,
and for the ones that don't know, Legendary is a Houston hard hitter.
It's H time for real, goddamn.
You know what I'm talking about?
So 1/3. I correct myself.
1/3. Yeah. Well, let them know where they can follow you if they want to lose or stay confused and want some cool boxing news.
Oh yeah, man. Hey, DD Blues Pussy Clue, man. You can choose loser, you can stay confused, goddamn. You want some cool boxing news? Click that subscribe button, like, comment, and share, man. It's the King Legendary Top Cat. Hey man, y'all go check out that Black Murderers Road, man. Burt Lytell, if y'all didn't catch it, man. Oh yeah, and we just dropped the damn, I did that on accident. I tried to put it on private, man. But that motherfucker ended up going live. But we got the number 1 at 178 out of Italy, goddamn. He number 3 over there in Europe right now. The little homie Tyson Aloma, man. He doing big things, man. He 18 years old. He coming up over there in the UK. He over there knocking that motherfucking wig back, man. We look to see him do some good things in the Olympics this year.
Okay.
All right. And close us out, 503.
Oh man, salute to the whole chat and panel, man. Salute to my boy Legendary, man. I fucks with that Black Murderers Row, you feel me? That's some good work. And that was a dope interview you did. You had me laughing like a motherfucker. Kyle talking about Jordan Scoopball ass. It was just a dope interview.
Oh yeah.
Rough
Hey, I did watch your interview too, 503. My bad. Appreciate the shout out there too, man. I just ain't hit the comment, but I did see it though.
Yeah, Rough House y'all did good, man. Salute to Marlo's Corner too, man. Go check that shit out on the Rough House. You understand me? Go to the house and check that out. Salute to all fella, man. Fool of everybody, you feel me? This is another Boxing Conversations. I don't know what episode we on, but shit, just know we working, man. And we got something in the works, man. Shout out to the Houston hard hitters, you feel me? I am 503 line, man. Sign, put a date on this shit, man. You know what I'm saying? We want the best fights, you feel me? Point blank period.
I will put up the episode, man. I keep forgetting to count. And I was thinking about it today, but I was talking to the real estate agent. I've been busy today. You know what I'm saying?
Right on. It's all good, bro. Just know we working, man.
Yeah, we working, man. We putting it out there, man. I appreciate everybody coming through. Y'all make sure y'all go take this energy to 78 and make sure y'all get on that Smoke City tonight. We all going live at 5. You know what I'm talking about? So hit that subscribe button, hit that like button because it helps with the visibility of the show. And if you haven't, hit that bell icon so you can get the notification every time we go live and I drop content. Shout out to the whole LDBC and shout out to New Media, Black Media as well, because we working, we grinding. We doing our thing, man, and y'all already know what it is. It's that boy Mac with StayReadyBoxingTV, and I always got the usual suspects with me. You ain't got to get ready if you stay ready. One.